Hey everyone, it's Arlette from Chasing Joy, and today I'm doing a video for you guys about Nutrisystem. If you've been watching my channel for a while, or if you follow my blog, which is chasing-joy.com, then you know that I have been trying to conceive. I've been trying to get pregnant, to have a little bundle of joy. As a single mom by choice, I've been doing intrauterine inseminations with donor sperm, and if you've been following along, you know that so far it hasn't worked. I've been focused on getting pregnant for several months now and tried a few times and it's not worked. So I'm continuing to try with that, but one of the things that I'm doing to help with that process is trying to be healthier, and that means losing weight. When I first went, I don't know if it was my very first meeting with the doctor, but when I went in for my consultation with the reproductive endocrinologist to talk about getting pregnant, she was concerned about my weight, of course. I've never met a doctor since I was about 12 who was not concerned about my weight. It's always been an issue. It's been something that I've consistently worked on, tried to make progress with, and consistently struggled with. I've tried pretty much anything you can imagine: Weight Watchers, low calorie, low carb. I do the Lose It app. I'm trying to be more active in that now. I'm not sure how to post a link to that, but I'll see if I can figure that out and include it in the comment area below. And I've tried Nutrisystem before, so this is my second time doing that. So, the weight thing has always been something I've struggled with, and, it just is what it is. So, to help me hopefully get pregnant, I want to lose some weight. So just really quickly, why is losing weight helpful for people to get pregnant? Probably for a variety of reasons, but one of the reasons that I understand is that when you carry extra body fat on your body, extra fat on your body, that if you carry enough of it, it starts to act as like a hormone. The fat on your body produces estrogen, and if you get too much of that estrogen in your body, it can make you stop ovulating. So that's one way. I personally don't have that problem, so me losing weight should not have a direct impact on my ability to get pregnant, because all my tests were good. So in theory, I should have no problem getting pregnant, even though I haven't so far. But losing weight will help me in terms of when I do get pregnant. The heavier you are, the more risk you are for things like gestational diabetes and preeclampsia, things like that I don't want. Also, the bigger you are, the less room there is for you to gain weight while pregnant. So that would be like another stressor to trying to not gain too much weight. And just, part of me is concerned about if I get pregnant, I do, gain weight, even just the weight of the baby and the amniotic fluid and all that, the extra fluid that your body will be making, the extra blood volume. I'm wondering, will I just be so uncomfortable and finding it hard to move around and things like that. So losing weight would be a good thing. So while I'm on this journey trying to get pregnant, I am focusing on trying to lose weight. And so I decided to sign up for Nutrisystem. Again, like I said, I tried it before and I did find success on there. I lost over 20 pounds. Then I stopped, and then over time I gained the weight back, probably plus a few. I'm sure many of you can relate to that. So I'm trying it again. I just remembered another bonus for me trying to lose weight. If I continue, which I'm praying that this won't happen, but if I continue to be not successful in getting pregnant via the IUIs, the intrauterine inseminations, and I want to try IVF down the line, I do need to lose some weight, because the clinic that I'm using does have a requirement that you have a BMI below 40 to do the IVF. And right now my BMI is about 43. So I need to lose maybe like 20 pounds to even be eligible for that if I should need it. So there's that. I will not be telling you guys what I weigh in this video. I don't really share that with most people because it's not something that I'm proud of or like to think about, the number on the scale. I've even joked, I think on my blog before, that I would probably more quickly tell you my social security number than what I weigh. So you won't be seeing that on the blog or hearing that in any video. I will share you how much weight I've lost and any non-scale victories. And like the BMI, which, you know, I assume if someone was like crazy enough they could figure out my height and like try to work it backwards and figure out my weight, but like who does that? Only a crazy person, and none of you guys are crazy, right? So anyway, I'm trying a Nutrisystem. This is actually my the end of my 4th week on Nutrisystem, so it's been a few weeks. In 1 month, in 4 weeks, I did lose 6 pounds, which is pretty good. I did lose 5 pounds in the first week, which they kind of guarantee you. They send you this little starter pack of things you're supposed to start out eating. And I did lose 5 pounds, but that first week was really tough because it's very low in the calorie range, and you're only supposed to eat the Nutrisystem foods, which is a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, a dessert, and then they give you these shakes that you can have in between. One is supposed to be I think it was I'm trying to remember if it said metabolism boost. I don't remember, but it has some caffeine in it. And then the other one was supposed to be to help control your cravings. So I didn't like the one with caffeine in it at all. The craving one was okay, but I'm not really a shake person. I don't like to drink my meals because I like to eat and chew, and when I drink, I feel like, okay, well that's just the drink. Where's the food? So, but anyway, after the first week, you still stick with the Nutrisystem foods, the breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. However, you're allowed to add like additional protein and even one additional carb, like a friendly carb, like a brown rice or like a whole grain, something like that, like I guess a complex carb, one that would break down more slowly. So the other 3 weeks were easier, but I did gain a little bit weight back and then lose. But overall in the month was 6 pounds lost. Which was pretty good for me. And honestly, I haven't stuck to the program 100%. I've gone off, you know, I think twice. I had 2 days in the last month where I just ate whatever. I did not do the Nutrisystem. But for the most part, I've been basically sticking to it. You know, like I had some Cheez-Its one day and like a bag of chips, so I don't want to say screw up, but I did eat some things that weren't on it, but I've basically been eating it for my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So this isn't really an unboxing video because I didn't think you guys want to sit there and watch me cut open a box. I'm doing the plan, I want to say it's called a core plan, but you get to pick which food you want. Because like I said, I did do it before, so I did remember a couple things that I liked. I don't like a lot of the foods, but in general, I don't like a lot of things. It has nothing to do with Nutrisystem, even like regular foods. Like I don't like peppers, you know, and like some other things that other people might really like. I don't like beans, things like that. So it's probably more me than a Nutrisystem, but I did pull out of the box a few of the things that I do like to just show you guys, especially since I've been doing it again for over 4 weeks. So for the breakfasts, a few of the things that I picked I guess I just got my second box, so let me start there. I just got my second box for my second month. So I picked more of the things I liked for this time, again, after having, you know, a month. So a few of the things that I liked the most for breakfast were, they had a bagel. It's a honey wheat bagel. And I really did like that because to me it tastes like a regular bagel, even though I'm sure, yeah, it's made with whole wheat flour. But I really did like that. You do have to add your own cream cheese, so I guess you could do like the low fat. Even though I'm doing whole, I guess whole fat or regular, just because I'm trying to get pregnant, and from what I've read, that's the best. When you're trying to get pregnant, it's best to do whole fat dairy. So I am doing that, but I like this bagel a lot, and it's about 160 calories, and I enjoyed it. I'm not really a person who eats a lot of muffins, or if I do, I really think of a muffin more of as like a dessert. But I was surprised that I really like this cinnamon streusel muffin. I think that's how you say that. And it is 180 calories. And then the other thing that I picked that I liked the most is just this cereal. They call it Sweetened O's. I guess it's their version of Cheerios. And I like Cheerios in general. I usually get the plain boring ones, and then I'll put craisins in there. So that's what I did with these. So even though the craisins are a carb and they're adding extra calorie, that's pretty much the only way I could eat this. But I like it, and it's 110 calories. And again, I'm using, it says you should use fat-free milk, but I'm using whole milk just because I'm trying to get pregnant. So those are the breakfast things that I like the most. For lunch, there weren't as many lunch options that I liked. Like with the breakfast, in addition to those, there were several other muffins that I thought were okay, like a chocolate and blueberry. So I also had some of those in my box, and there were a couple of, they have a cinnamon raisin bar, which is okay. I'm not a person who likes to eat a lot of like meal replacement bars for the same reason that I don't like the shakes. It's not enough for me. I'll eat the bar and I feel like, okay, well that was a snack, like, so where's the meal? But they're good for when like on Sundays, like when I go to church, I can have the bar in my purse and eat that as my breakfast instead of waiting until I get back home later in the day and like starving. So they're good for on the go. So there were a few other breakfast things, but those three were the things I liked the most. With the lunch, there weren't very many things that I liked, so these are pretty much all that I ordered for lunch. This is home style. I don't know how well you can see that. There's a bit of a glare. These are home style chicken soup, and I like that. I'm a soup person. I like chicken soup, chicken noodle soup, and I can eat soup all year round, even though it's like summer, and even if it's like super hot, I can still eat soup. So I enjoy this soup. It tastes to me like a regular soup. It doesn't taste diet or anything. I think the main thing with the Nutrisystem that a lot of the foods are lower in calorie just because they are portion controlled. I don't really think that they make them any different than the regular meal, except for maybe using like whole wheat instead of regular flour. But yeah, this is 150 calories for the container. So I actually get two soups. This is home style chicken. The other one is chicken noodle. It's just a difference in the shape of the noodle, but they both kind of taste the same. And then these two here, this one is called three cheese chicken, and this is fettuccine alfredo. Both of these meals are kind of like if you ever did cup of noodles, or like cup of noodles, which is the oodles and noodles that comes in the cup. You just add water, kind of like that. You just add water. So I do enjoy those. They have nice flavor, and they're both 200 calories. Now the thing with the Nutrisystem foods, you're supposed to add, as much as fruit. Well, I'm sorry, not fruit. As many vegetables as you like. So if these, I'll tend to add. Like if I eat the soup, I'll have a small salad with it, and that's vegetables, and I'll get like a chicken Caesar, so then I'm also adding some protein, and I try to do the lower calorie dressing. And with the two that are like this, like the cup of noodles, I'll add like cauliflower or broccoli. They go well with the pasta to me. The three cheese, well, I guess actually with both of these, because you can add protein once you're past the first week. I've added like a half a can of chicken breast. You can get the little cans that are like tuna fish, like canned tuna. I'll add the canned chicken, like half a can. It's only like 60 calories, but it makes it feel a bit more filling, a bit more like a meal. I'm personally a meat eater, so whenever I eat, I'm like, where is the meat? If it's supposed to be a meal, there's supposed to be meat. So those are the 3 things that I like the most with the lunches. The only thing other than those 3 that I added with the lunch was just some tortellini pasta and a red sauce. It's okay. So I added it just to have a bit more variety, but I don't love it. But these 3 I really like. With the dinners, I did have more variety there with the dinner. But again, there's only a few that I really, really liked. So the 4, I guess the 3 that I really like are, I really enjoy this grilled chicken breast. It is kind of weird that this is chicken and it doesn't have to be refrigerated, but it's vacuum sealed, and I don't know. I know it's okay, even though I don't know the science behind how you can have meat like this and it not go bad. But I really enjoy it. I have had this with cabbage as my vegetable. I've had it where a day where I added some carbs, where I had the green beans and potatoes, like you can get them frozen together, and I've had the chicken breast. I'll probably do a blog post at some point, just the different ways that I've used this this chicken patty for some different meals. But this is probably one of my favorite things, and it's 130 calories. I guess my favorite things were the pizza. They're pretty good. They have Italian flatbread pizza, and this one is thick crust pizza. I honestly cannot tell you that they taste any different. To me, they taste the same, but I like it. But it is just because I like pizza. I've never had a pizza that I didn't like. So these are pretty good. The most annoying thing about these is you have to put it together. Like, they have the crust, and then they have the little packet with the sauce and the little packet with the cheese. And honestly, I add turkey pepperoni to it because that's my favorite kind of pizza. So I like those. I got a lot of these and a lot of the chicken for the month. And I also added in some rotini and the meatballs. This is pretty good. I can't say I love it, but it's good. It's not bad at all. If you like, spaghetti and meatballs, this is a pretty good choice. A few other things that were in my box that I don't love, but I think the other thing was a meatloaf and mashed potatoes. And I ordered that again because I was surprised that I liked it. I didn't love it, but I was surprised I liked it because I don't like meatloaf in general unless I make it myself. So I was surprised that was okay. So I ordered that again to try and have more variety. And this time I did order 2 extra things, or not extra, but new things that I had never had before. This is like a hamburger. I guess they use the same technology as with the chicken breast in the vacuum seal pouch. And this is a Sloppy Joe mix. So I've never had either of those, so I'm interested to see how they taste this month. Oh, I forgot to give you the calories. So with the pizza, both of the pizzas, the thick crust pizza is 250 calories, and the Italian herb is 270. And the rotini and meatballs is 220. I noticed that with the Nutrisystem, basically none of the dinners or lunches are above 300 calories. And then the nice thing is they give you dessert. So the 2 desserts that I like the best, this is probably my favorite one. This was milk chocolate flavored pretzels. So it's like chocolate covered pretzels. I like this the best because to me it tastes the same as any other kind of chocolate covered pretzels. And it was a pretty decent amount in the little bag, and it's 130 calories. And the other thing that I liked was the white cheddar popcorn. This does not taste the same to me as like the normal white cheddar popcorn you might buy at the store in a vending machine. But it was okay, and it was a decent amount. It was pretty filling for a dessert, and it was only 130 calories. So these were my favorite dessert options. But I did get more desserts. Like, they have some cookies, and they have something that tastes like Doritos. They have a couple of, like, something that's like a brownie. They were all okay. The only one I did not like that I had before was a a thin mint bar, and it sounded really good, but the mint for me was just way too strong. Like I felt like I was eating like some kind of candy bar with toothpaste on top. That's how strong the mint flavor was, so it wasn't for me. So those are the main things that I will be eating over the month from the Nutrisystem. Like I said, I haven't followed the plan 100%. I'm trying to view it not so much as a diet, but like a lifestyle change. And I will not be buying Nutrisystem for the rest of my life. So I'm trying to learn from it. You know, like I've learned that the dinners are under 300 calories. So I've looked for some other dinner options that are similar, so that when I'm not buying Nutrisystem, I can buy in a store. So for example, for the pizzas, I found that the Elio's pizza pepperoni is under 300 calories. It's 270 or 80, and it has the pepperoni on it. So I did buy some of that, so I'll probably eat that during the month if I don't feel like using one of theirs where I have to put it together. I also found 2 Stouffer's frozen dinners that you can cook in the oven or your microwave. One was a chicken breast with mashed potatoes, and that was under 300 calories, and another was a pot roast, which was under 300 calories. So I'll put more of those that I can have on a day where I don't want any of these Nutrisystem ones, and they still fit within the 300 calories. So my plan is to continue to use the Nutrisystem to help me get used to the smaller portions and to find alternatives to it, so that eventually I won't be buying, you know, the Nutrisystem stuff, because it's expensive, and no one is going to buy that for their whole life. And like I said, I am trying to make a life change. Like I said, the weight issue has been an issue my whole life, and it'll be really nice for it to one day not be an issue. And that requires me to learn to eat differently. I also plan to learn to cook some recipes as well that will give me some dinner and lunch options that are under 300 calories. I think the breakfasts are all under 200 calories, and the desserts are under 200 calories. So, you know, I'll also work in some non-Nutrisystem options that fit within those calorie ranges as well, so that I can just get used to the smaller portions, especially since one of the big motivators in doing this is I am trying to get pregnant, and once I am pregnant, I will not be dieting, but I, you know, still need to eat good portion sizes and like not go crazy, because I'm already overweight, and I'm hoping to get pregnant, like, you know, any day now, any month now. I haven't followed the plan 100%. I'm trying to view it not so much as a diet, but like a lifestyle change. And I will not be buying Nutrisystem for the rest of my life. So I'm trying to learn from it. You know, like I've learned that the dinners are under 300 calories. So I've looked for some other dinner options that are similar, so that when I'm not buying Nutrisystem, I can buy in a store. So for example, for the pizzas, I found that the Elio's pizza pepperoni is under 300 calories. It's 270 or 80, and it has the pepperoni on it. So I did buy some of that, so I'll probably eat that during the month if I don't feel like using one of theirs where I have to put it together. I also found 2 Stouffer's frozen dinners that you can cook in the oven or your microwave. One was a chicken breast with mashed potatoes, and that was under 300 calories, and another was a pot roast, which was under 300 calories. So I'll put more of those that I can have on a day where I don't want any of these Nutrisystem ones, and they still fit within the 300 calories. So my plan is to continue to use the Nutrisystem to help me get used to the smaller portions, and to find alternatives to it, so that eventually I won't be buying, you know, the Nutrisystem stuff, because it's expensive, and no one is going to buy that for their whole life. And like I said, I am trying to make a life change. Like I said, the weight issue has been an issue my whole life, and it'll be really nice for it to one day not be an issue. And that requires me to learn to eat differently. I also plan to learn to cook some recipes as well that will give me some dinner and lunch options that are under 300 calories. I think the breakfasts are all under 200 calories and the desserts are under 200 calories. So, I'll also work in some non-Nutrisystem options that fit within those calorie ranges as well, so that I can just get used to the smaller portions, especially since one of the big motivators in doing this is I am trying to get pregnant, and once I am pregnant, I will not be dieting, but I still need to eat good portion sizes and not go crazy, because I'm already overweight and I'm hoping to get pregnant any day now, any month now. That God would bless me with that. So, I'll still be overweight when I get pregnant, more than likely, and so I won't have that window to gain up to 25 pounds like someone of a healthier weight would. I think for overweight women or obese or whatever, they only want you to gain maybe 10 to 15. So that's not a lot, especially if you've had a weight problem. You know how quickly you can gain 10 to 15 pounds. So anyway, that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing a Nutrisystem. I hope you've enjoyed this update, especially if anyone's thinking of doing it. I've had success on it in the past, and so far I'm doing pretty good with 6 pounds lost the first month. And hopefully, can kind of continue on like that, if not better, in the months to come until I get a positive pregnancy test. And, they have some food. The foods are pretty good. Everyone's tastes are different. I'm sure you'll be able to find some meals that you like. And if you pick the program where you select them, what you like, you can select those. But overall, I think it can help you learn to eat smaller portions. I am buying the Nutrisystem on my own. I know there are a group of Nutrisystem bloggers out there who are getting the Nutrisystem for free in exchange for blogging about their experience. I am not one of those. I wouldn't mind being one of those because I would love to not pay for this. But it's probably not realistic since I'm trying to get pregnant, and so therefore I couldn't commit to being on it for however many months they want you to commit. But no one's paying me to tell you guys about this. I'm just trying to continue to be open with you guys about my journey to get pregnant, and just to be open with you guys about the things that I'm doing to have more joy in my life, because the main reason that I'm online is because my blog is Chasing Joy, and for being happy is a priority for me, and that does include me having some weight loss goals and getting to a healthier weight and feeling better about my body, and having more options health-wise in my trying to conceive journey. In case I do end up needing an IVF, I do need to meet the weight requirements of my clinic. So anyway, this video was a little longer than I thought. Hope you don't mind the rambling. And I will keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching. Bye.